Welcome back, my wayward sons. Welcome back to the Sports Stop here on WSJU Radio. We got about 25 minutes left here on the air. Alongside me are my partners, Evan McGuire, Atticus George, and we got Troy coming in, taking a nice little visit for us. Call in with your thoughts at 718-990-3SJU. That's 718-990-3758. Or tweet at us at SportsStopWSJU. Now, we sent out a Twitter question. Yes, the Twitter question. Yeah. How many Winter Olympics did Jaromir Jagr participate in? And we actually got a guess. So, Evan, our tweet master, what's the guess? And who's it from?
Our guess was from 4167, and they guessed 4.
With a smiley face.
With a smiley face,
Oh,
yes.
See, there you go. Is he part of the government, you think? 4167?
I have zero idea.
All right, and the actual answer is?
The actual answer is 5.
5.
Hopefully he gets to his 6.
2018, here he comes.
Looking forward to it.
So thank you,
4167.
4167 for your
right.
tweet. I appreciate the guess, but you know, it's wrong. So you don't get the prize that we're not handing out anyway.
Just a shout out.
All right, so we're going to be talking about some NBA news and talk. Of course, we started the show with Jason Collins signing with the Nets, first openly gay athlete in the NBA and the rest of the Big Four sports leagues. We also talked about Raymond Felton with his handgun charges. He's playing Thursday. Now, I kind of want to get back to that. Why is he playing Thursday? Why? You can't allow that to happen.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
No! I mean, he could be going to jail. You saw what happened to Plaxico Burress.
He's supposed to get jail time.
Yeah, it's what, second, third, and fourth degree charges of handgun possession, something like that.
I mean,
listen, if you're going to have a gun, just get it, get a permit. Why is that so hard? I mean, it might be hard for that gun because I think that gun could take out half of Al-Qaeda. That's a heavy gun. I'm telling you. I looked it up. So, I mean, it's just stupidity, right? He's going to court on June 2nd, so good thing he probably won't have to worry about any NBA Finals or anything like that with being on the Knicks.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Thank God.
So, yeah, I just wanted to touch back on that because amazes me how dim-witted these people are sometimes, these athletes.
Sometimes it seems like it's happening more and more.
I'm actually taking a sociology and sport class. It's online, and we just had to write about, we had an online discussion about deviancies in sports and things like that, if it's becoming out of control or not. What do you guys think? Don't answer all at once, guys.
I don't think so.
You don't think it's getting out of control?
No.
All right, what about you, Evan?
I think it's getting to that point where it's on the borderline just because I don't think it should happen in sports at all. Just because, I mean, you're professional athletes. You're representing a professional league, and what are you showing about that league?
Right, exactly. How about you, Troy? What do you think? Do you think guys are just going overboard a bit too much now? It's getting out of control?
A little bit, yeah. I think that some of these guys do think that they're kind of above the law, too, being athletes. And, the NBA has kind of cleaned up its image in the past few years from what they were in the early 2000s. But, I think it's getting a little bit out of control now.
Yeah, I thought so, too. I mean, you got guys like Ray Rice hitting his wife unconscious, things like that. Guys you wouldn't even expect. I mean...
Not from Ray Rice.
All right, so let's go back to real NBA talk. Sorry, Raymond Felton, but I really don't think you should start Thursday night against against the Knicks. Speaking of that,
I don't know if any
against
Knicks,
the Heat.
I don't think Knicks fans want him to really start.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think so.
No.
So yeah, the Knicks are playing the Heat. LeBron James broke his nose against the Thunder.
Expected to return.
Yeah, he's expected to return. He's going to have that mask on. That
he's going
who was
like
it?
Rip Hamilton.
Yeah, Rip Hamilton from the Pacers made that famous, right?
No,
not the Pistons.
Pistons. Wrong take.
I got it right. I said Pistons right after. I apologize. They're just not relevant, and the Pacers are relevant nowadays.
Very true.
Yes.
Hey, the Pistons are one game out in the East.
No way.
It's not very hard to be one game out in the East.
That's true.
It's not very impressive.
They're 23 and 34, and they're one game out.
Yeah. So LeBron broke his nose on his West Coast trip, but the Heat still went 5-1
against some of the top teams in the Western Conference.
The only team they lost against was the Jazz, who are they're not a top team.
Yeah, the
Not
Jazz
at
are
all.
13th in the Western Conference. But the 5 wins that they had, they beat Oklahoma City, the number 1 team.
Yep.
They beat the Clips, the 4th team. They beat Portland, the 5th team. They beat Golden State, the 6th team, and they beat Dallas, the 7th team. Actually, switched Portland and Phoenix, which is 6 and 8. But they beat 5 out of the top 8 teams, which is incredible.
Including number 1. And they beat him by a lot.
Yeah.
They beat Kevin Durant and the Thunder by a lot.
Yeah, without LeBron James in the 4th quarter because he went out with the broken nose.
Yes.
I mean, that game was over right from the start, though.
Definitely.
LeBron came out. He had like 15 in the first quarter.
It was so that's
Russell why they
Westbrook.
broke his nose.
Yeah, exactly. They were just pissed at him, and Serge Ibaka just wanted to break his nose and get him out.
Yep.
But LeBron still made that dunk when he broke his nose.
It was.
I thought that was pretty miraculous.
It was Westbrook's first game back, which could have a big effect on the Thunder.
Yeah, he was very rusty.
Yeah, he was very rusty. I think Kevin Durant was used to taking over that team and just putting up 30 shots, hitting 15 or 16, scoring 35 points. And he still scored a decent amount of points. He didn't shoot as well as he normally did. Russell Westbrook shot horribly. I think he shot like 4 for 13 or something like that. So we're gonna have to see how this team blends back together because they were doing fantastic with Russell Wilson out, and it could be argued that they're actually a better team without Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people are saying that. But let's go on to the other spectrum. The Heat are 5-1 in the last 6. Knicks are 1-3 in the last 4.
And
with Melo scoring 43 points. Troy, how do you fathom this? What's going on with that?
Well, Melo can't do it all by himself, and I think he even said like, you wonder if it's even worth it to score like 44 points a game.
Clearly, it's not being 1-3.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that Dirk shot the other night?
At this point, the Knicks don't even. I'm like,
Are they in playoff contention?
No.
The crazy thing is that they're only 5.5 games back from the playoffs right now,
and
they're 13th or they're 11th in the Eastern Conference, 5.5 games back, but their record is 21-36. That's how awful the Eastern Conference is.
Yeah, seriously.
You have 4 teams. Washington just surpassed 500. So now you have 5 teams over 500.
Wizards. But I mean, being only 5.5 games, you said?
5.5. You said
5.5 out. I mean, the Knicks are trying to sign a whole bunch of 10-day, like 2 10-day contracts to people, including maybe Jimmer Fredette.
Jimmer
Fredette.
Oh, BYU great from upstate New York.
There you go.
Where's it? Was it Glens Falls, something like that? Can you please look that up? I'm gonna be so angry if I don't get it. It's somewhere upstate. Where is Jimmer from? Schenectady, something like that. All right, but
Glens Falls.
Glens Falls. I was right. Yes. BYU great, went to the tournament just dropping threes from like half court and beyond.
and then his legs gave out on him.
Yeah, pretty much. He's on the Kings, right?
He's on the Kings, right?
Yeah.
They're trying to buy him out, though.
Buy out.
Ah, shucks.
Hey, he might come home.
Yeah, he might come home.
Happy.
Yeah, he might come home to New York. I think I know my friends, my Knicks fans love my friends up at home. They're Knicks fans, love Jimmer because he's somewhat local, and they love the Knicks. So
I know
they wanted him. They wanted the Knicks to draft him so badly that draft.
I know there's discussions for him to come, but there's also I saw like 4 or 5 other ones that they were talking to.
Yeah,
I completely forget who they were, but I mean they just bought out St. John Great Meta World Peace.
Oh yes, they did. They got rid of him.
And Udro?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think he's even played in the last since the first game of the season or something.
Well, good for him. He still got paid.
Exactly. That's the most important part.
Now, news flash. I thought it was weird. Kevin Love got his first triple-double the other day.
He almost got another one last night.
Last night he almost had
Like,
another one.
He had 30-some points. It's actually his sixth straight game with 30 points.
30 and 15?
Yeah, 15 rebounds.
Now, this guy is a doubles machine.
Oh,
yes. He gets the points and he gets the rebounds. He's never gotten a triple-double?
Nope. But he had 9 assists last night. Almost got it again last night.
Oh, he wants it now.
He does.
He's going for it every game now. I mean, of course, he's on the Timberwolves. Trade speculation this offseason, I know he's always in the mix with the Knicks, trade talks. But, that just might be New York media just desiring so much.
What Kevin Love does so effectively that a lot of big men don't do is he's able to have that down-court vision. He's a great rebounder. He gets that defensive rebound, and he just turns right away. They got some fast guys on the Timberwolves. Thank you. I was going to say Milwaukee.
Milwaukee!
They got some really fast guys on the Timberwolves, and he's able just to look up right away and just hit him with a perfect pass.
Did you guys see?
And that's where a lot of his assists.
He's a power forward, right?
Yeah. Power forward that can step out, hit the three, no problem.
It's a good piece to have.
The other night they beat the Pacers. They actually beat them by like 13, and he was just draining. Was that
the game when Ricky Rubio did the behind the shoot it backwards M1 shot?
What?
No.
Yeah. he got spun around and he just shot it up backwards and he banked it in, from just inside the free throw line.
Now, what would Dick Vitale say to that, or Walt Clyde Frazier? What would they call that? Anybody know?
Well, what would Walt say?
What would Walt Clyde Frazier call that?
Rhyme that he would come up with.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What was the move again? A behind the back.
It was
Dickie V would say something like
I don't even know.
It
was pretty crazy that shot though. Ricky Rubio was like, "Yeah, I do that in my sleep."
In Italy, we do it all the time. Usually with the soccer ball, but whatever.
Spain, actually.
He's Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he is.
Yeah,
Rubio?
he's Spanish.
Ricky
He's
Rubio.
Spanish.
Oh.
Ricky Rubio. Come
I
on.
apologize.
Come on.
Rubio, listen. It sounds Italian.
Sounds Spanish.
Sounds more Italian to me. If it was Ricardo Rubio, which I'm sure it might be his long name, then I'll say, okay, I agree. But, no. All right, any other NBA news?
It's actually Ricard.
Ricard
Rubio.
Ricard Rubio.
Okay. See, Gallinari. He's the Italian.
Yeah, Gallo.
Yep. Danilo. Yep.
Miss him.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, I bet you do.
Knicks fans are still sad about that.
I mean, but you got Melo.
You think they would have been better off with
Yeah, they traded so many pieces.
with
Chandler, too.
Gallo
Yeah.
and Chandler. Mm-hmm. I like Wilson Chandler. It's just he hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
He went to China during the lockout, and I think he's still...
Hey, how's Star Marbury doing? I know he went to China. How's he doing?
That's a valid question.
Is he playing still?
In
Stephon
China, I feel like
Marbury?
you can play to your 50, so
Maybe.
he's probably still there.
Does he still have his shoes? The Star Marbury shoes? Where is he?
He's at the Beijing Ducks right now.
Oh, he's on the
Still
Beijing
there.
Ducks. Good for him. Getting paid that yen.